Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Aqua Moon Tarot, for another video. I apologize, for making you wait an extra week for a video. It probably goes on with y'all. Fall hits, autumn hits, October hits, and even though, we're in pandemic times still, it's just action-packed and loaded. So it's finding the time where I, have good and clear energy to do a reading. I don't just like to do them hard and fast. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. And I really want to, put my full energy, my intuition toward this to give you the best readings that I can. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching this. If you don't already, please go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'm at AquaMoonVisions. The rest of my contact information is below. Today we are focusing on Scorpio season, the best time, the most wonderful time of the whole year. And yeah, of course, me being a Scorpio, and I have a couple planets in Scorpio, I'm a little biased. But what we are looking at today are, what energies, what situations you're going into Scorpio season with, and how to handle them, how to get through, what are you dealing with. I also pulled some different oracle cards pulled one from the Halloween Oracle deck, obviously, because it's Halloween season, the Crystal Spirits Oracle, and then also the Romance Angels Oracle for an extra relationship message at the end of your reading. So today I did a little differently. Did not put crystals in front. I have these hand-painted rune rocks done by yours truly. I wanted to use these today just because they were a little bit different. So the meanings of the runes I will reveal to you in your piles. They have nothing to do with, the outcome of the readings. But we have, let's see, pile 1, and please forgive my pronunciation of any of these. Degas rune. Pile 2, Fehu. Pile 3, Soilo. And pile 4 is actually a Scorpio constellation I painted on a rock because I felt like it. Anyway, go ahead and meditate, mull over these. Pick which rune or which pile really calls to you. And honestly, if you're having a hard time picking between 2 or 3, just, listen to all of them. Maybe there's a message in there. Maybe in each one of them for you. Please let me know below how this resonates. And also, I'm open to your feedback. Please let me know what you would like to see on this channel. So yeah, just leave me a comment. Please share this with anyone. Just, I really, really enjoy doing this. And this is also, you liking and sharing and subscribing. It's just you supporting free tarot readings on YouTube. Anyway, go ahead, pick your pile 1, 2, 3, or 4. The timestamps are down below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in a sec. Hey everyone who picked pile 1, the Degas rune. This rune one of the meanings of this rune is enlightenment. If you're interested in runes, definitely invite you to check out. I'm digging a little more into them, so I'm hoping to, maybe use some more of them in future readings. Anyway, getting to your Scorpio season reading, we have the 10 of Cups, the High Priestess, which is a major arcana card, and the Hermit, another major arcana. So you have some big overarching themes going on here. We have, in terms of astrology, we have Pisces represented, we have the Moon, and we have Virgo. So maybe those are major placements in your chart: Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, or someone who may have to do with whatever's going on in this reading for you. So the cups represent, emotions, feelings, relationships, be it professional, romantic, anything like that. So they can be platonic, they can be romantic. What I see is this is you've been working on, it's a project that makes you emotionally fulfilled, as in at work, or maybe like it's a creative project you're working on for yourself, or it's something to do with home, it's something to do with a relationship, something maybe you're working toward or working through. But basically, this is the picture of what you want, and this is what you are working toward. And I do see you getting to it, hopefully by the end of Scorpio season. I'm not going to set any major dates, but what the lesson here is in these two cards, really, really, really big themes because they are major arcana. So we got intuition, the High Priestess, and the Hermit, which is going inward, And I think with whatever work you're doing, whatever you're working on, you need to be solitary. You need to go inward, but also spend some more physical time by yourself. Really work out what you want from this, what you want to achieve in whatever, arena it has to deal with. But it's definitely relying on yourself and using your intuition over just your head or just your heart as well. It's not like a Three of Cups. It's not reach out to your friends for advice. I mean, even this, especially, I wouldn't even go to advice for other people. I mean, unless your intuition tells you to, but overall, you're having to work on this by yourself. And then I see really once you go inward, spend some time by yourself. Maybe not all of Scorpio season, but Scorpios are known to be loners sometimes. Myself being one, even though I'm outgoing, I can be very much an introvert, and I do benefit from having my alone time, my recharge time. So I think that's what this probably is too. You need to go inward and be by yourself, because you also don't want to feed off of others' influences or energies when it comes to this situation right here. But once you figure out your plan of attack, what you want from it, how to do it, then this is definitely in the cards, pun intended. All right, so for your oracle cards, and please let me know how this resonates. I know this one seemed a little general. I didn't get anything else like really specific, but it's definitely something that has to do with you emotionally, like something that is emotionally, you are hoping to emotionally fulfill you. All right, so I did the Halloween oracle deck. You got, let's see, oops, wrong one. That was my bookmark. The owl. Okay, so the owl's all about, being wise. The owl is also, it's mostly solitary. And we also have the imagery of the moon here too. So I thought that was really interesting. So I'm also getting definitely go for your, your intuition for this one. Look to your intuition. And the book for this one says, should the hooting owl come looking for you this Halloween? Doesn't have to be just Halloween. We're talking just Scorpio season here. It indicates the need for wise counsel or further information before you make a decision. Considered action is warranted. Think before you act emotionally and ensure you think strategically, not impulsively. So again, really, really ties in with this. It's so interesting, what cards end up coming out, Okay, put my bookmark back. Let's see. For the Crystal Spirits Oracle, you got the Moonstone. So intuition. I swear, I should have let you watch me shuffle these. I don't, because sometimes it takes longer than others. Sometimes the messages want to come right out. Sometimes the decks are a little stodgy, my guides, spirits kind of mulling it over what to throw at you. So it would take too long, for me to shuffle on camera. But sometimes I should just to show you guys I don't cherry pick these cards. So Moonstone is also one of my favorite crystals. The from the guidebook, what the author says is inner knowing, inner sensing. These are the talents that the conscious universe has bestowed upon all of us. But we have conditioned to minimize their importance. We've been conditioned to minimize their importance and instead pay more attention to the knowing that comes from experiencing life through our physical senses and logical analysis. Do you hone your intuition? Do you trust it even when you can't point to a logical reason why you know what you know? Your message from Moonstone Spirit is to tune in and listen to your intuition. It will speak to you through an inner voice, an inner vision, an inner sensation that feels real because, well, it is. It has many ways of communicating to you. Now is a time to pull back the veil between the visible and invisible worlds. Trust Trust that the hidden reality matters and know that your intuition comes from the conscious universe, which possesses wisdom, knowledge, and understanding far beyond your own. And also really interesting because another Scorpio trait is like, heightened intuition and even like psychic abilities, which, being Scorpio, Sun, Mercury, Saturn, and Pluto, I can kind of attest to. I'd like to tell people I'm not a psychic. I just have some, psychic downloads sometimes. Definitely in tune with my intuition. So that's maybe definitely intuition. Huge theme here is what you really need to focus on for Scorpio season. All right, and finally I pulled Romance Angels Oracle card, and this is if you are, have any questions about maybe a relationship, a situationship, anything like that going on. It says, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So, keep positive. We're still, most of us are still in, pandemic mode. So maybe just keep it online or, I don't know, chat with your friends. But eventually stay positive and, when things get better, maybe you will, meet somebody, or if you're with someone, maybe, this is a sign to, even though you're having to go inward, just, work on yourself. Use that time to work on yourself, stay positive, and, everything will work out. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you again for watching. I'm going to be recording more videos soon. I promise. Please follow me on Instagram. Let me know in the comments how this resonated. Please give this a like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and let me know if there's anything else you would like to see on this channel. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello, everyone who picked pile 2, the Fehu rune, which represents power and wealth. Doesn't necessarily, I didn't apply the meanings of the runes to the piles. I just thought, I have a couple of them that I made, so, thought they looked pretty. Anyway, getting into your reading, the Magician is the first card I pulled for you. The Magician represents the planet Mercury, which does rule the signs of Gemini and Virgo. The Fool in reverse has no astrological association, as it is card 0. It's the very beginning of this whole story. And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, which represents Scorpio and Sagittarius. So if any of those signs apply to your major planetary placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, or someone that may have to do with this situation here, maybe that applies. But if it doesn't, just listen to the message and see how it resonates. All right, so for Scorpio season, interesting, you got the Magician. Magician also is always about, Magician is, one of the things it's about is manifestation. And Scorpios have great powers of manifestation, or so I've read. Also, being a Scorpio, Sun, Mercury, Saturn, and Plutonian myself, I can attest to this. Anyway, we'll get into that in another video. But what I see for you here during the Scorpio season is going into the season, you've been trying to manifest something. Either, how do I say, the spiritual way where you're actually like using law of attraction, journaling, meditation, or you've been working, physically working, your actions have been put toward manifesting, bringing something into your life. Now, be it, a new job, a new career, maybe it's a new relationship, that I can't quite get, but with the Magician, you have all of the elements. So this is a major arcana card. This is big energy, big overarching theme. You have the pentacles, you have the swords, you have the cups, you have the wands. And so you have everything at your fingertips to manifest what you want. The issue is going into the Scorpio season, and maybe the theme through it, don't worry, it only lasts a month, is the fact that you may not be going about it the right way. The Fool is like, leaping before you look, going on to a new journey, going on to something new, fresh start. But in reverse, this is, being a little bit reckless or not knowing exactly, not that you need to have a set plan always, sometimes you do need to go with the flow, but not too much so that you're not looking where you're going and you just fall off a cliff on accident. But this is either being too reckless, like wanting it to just happen right away without putting the work in, or it's not being realistic about it. Because also with manifestations, when you're trying to manifest things, you really need to be at least a little bit realistic. A, it needs to be in the realm of possibility. And B, you do need to put some work toward it yourself. You can't just say, I want $1 million and then not go to work, right? So you can't get that $1 million unless you go to work. Anyway, it's about, getting a bit more of a game plan, and it's about just putting in the work. Like, if you're trying to manifest a relationship with someone, it's instead of just pining away, why don't you text them? Why don't you call them? I guess people don't just call people blindly anymore, do they? But at least not, I don't even think my generation, millennials, do that. I would much prefer a text, at least a warning text if you're going to call. But it's about putting in the work. So you need to give that nudge, ask that person out, safely, maybe for a distance coffee if we're still in pandemic times. And then, it's also the Knight of Wands reversed. It's also about blocks and delays, and it's about, lowered self-esteem because of this. And that's the thing is, you may run into blocks in terms of manifesting this job, manifesting this person, manifesting, this project, this new venture. But the thing is with a little planning, with a little legwork, which, whether you want to do it or not, you're going to have to, how do I put this? You need to put in some of the work, even though not everything might work out how you want it to. So then what you need to do is revise, So it's about, sorry, these things just pop in my head and then I have to verbalize them. This is the part about being a Pisces rising is everything going in my head. I can't always translate into English. I get it in feelings and pictures. So basically, don't be frustrated. Don't lose self-esteem when, maybe some of the actions you do take don't work out. Then you got to think, plan B, plan C. You got to think of another way around it. It's think of it like being in a maze, those tall garden mazes and you can't see over the hedges. It's like you're trying to manifest whatever's at the end, right? The end of the maze. And it's not just going in and rushing in because you're just going to run into a bush and get scratched up. But and you're going to become frustrated. What happens when you are in a maze is that you may reach some dead ends. It's probably not likely, maybe, hopefully it'd be great if you get through the whole thing without delays and without running into any walls. But when you are in the maze and you run into a delay, a block, a wall, a bush, you turn around, maybe take a couple steps back, figure out where you need to go, what avenue, which path you haven't taken yet to get to the end. So I'm sure you guys get it by now. Anyway, that's probably a better way to say what was in my head. Anyway, let me get on to your oracle cards. I can be really well-spoken sometimes, and then other times it's just verbal diarrhea. It's, all of these things in my head that I try to express through words, and my brain works faster than my mouth, despite being a really fast talker anyway. All right, so for your Halloween oracle, you got dawn, the light after the darkness. And the author's message for this one, and I see this is very interesting too. I think it fits very well. Should you receive the dawn card, you're being reminded that there is always a fresh start and a new beginning to be had. Change is unstoppable, and even the most difficult times will pass, no matter how devastating they may seem. Hope is one of the most powerful motivating forces in the universe, and it's being indicated here. So again, it's new start, but it's still having that hope, even though you may run into blockages and get frustrated. All right. And then your next card, I pulled a Crystal Spirits Oracle. We got Celestite. So this is a crystal you may want to use, or at least the message for a little help here. I'm going to go ahead and read the author's meaning. Each of us is a unique expression of the conscious universe whose endless imagination is also expressed through guides and angels. Did you know that these entities are eager to help you find balance and align yourself with the conscious universe so that you experience all you deserve? Celestite Spirit is here to let you know that you are always connected with magical beings from the angelic realms, beings that are especially gifted at showing us what the eyes don't always see. Your message today is to be open to the guides and angels all around you, above you, and below you. They are loving and supporting you in finding your purpose and feeling joy, love, and hope no matter what your outer conditions. You have all you need and are always accompanied by these entities who are devoted to bringing love and healing to all of us when we are feeling alone and weak. Today, connect with the angelic realm by calling upon these loving guides to light the path for you and help you become conscious of the unconscious gifts that are there for you now and will always be. Let's see. So yeah, this is Celestite. It's beautiful. I mean, this is represents more of a polished one, but if you ever see the raw like clusters, oh my goodness, they're beautiful. They're like very, very, almost like a light blue. Actually, it's the next one I've been hoping to get for my collection. So yeah, and it's, if this is your thing, calling upon higher beings, calling upon, God, spirit, universe, angels, guides, whatever. But asking them for help, definitely for some insight into how to get around these blockages and difficulties, what path to take, how to plan, how to better manifest what you are seeking. All right, so your last card, Romance Angels Oracle. Pretty straightforward. This is, if you're in a relationship, if you're trying to manifest a relationship, take what resonates. It's you deserve love. You are lovable. And that is, I like that because I think that just goes for everybody. You are lovable. So remember that, especially if you're having a really hard time right now, or even if you're not, you're lovable regardless. If you are, single in a partnership, whatever, I'm sure you have, amazing friends and people that really appreciate you, that you can rely on. And maybe they too can help you through whatever is going on here, whatever you're trying to manifest. Anyway, thank you for letting me ramble. I really appreciate listening. Please go ahead and like and share this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Trying to put out regular videos. Follow me on Instagram at AquaMoonVisions, and check back soon for some more great videos. And let me know how this resonated, and also if there's anything else you would like to see in future on this channel. Thanks. Hello everyone who picked pile 3, the Soilo. Forgive me if I'm not saying that correctly. The Soilo rune. So this rune represents the sun, life force, will, and intent. I did choose them randomly before I chose the piles, but I like using the runes, so don't apply that meaning to this. I was just trying to educate y'all. All right, so getting into your reading, lots of fire here, fire and water/air, and also a lot of conflict. But first of all, 7 of Wands reversed, the star, the 5 of Wands. So we have the 7 of Wands. Astrological placements indicated here. We have Leo. This is a major arcana card. Sorry, I just don't want to get in trouble for nudity. I mean, I think it's great. I'm all for it, but YouTube doesn't. The star. This is the Aquarius card of the major arcana card in the tarot, but there is a lot of water represented here too. So I say air signs, Aquarius, but possibly even water signs. And then 5 of Wands, Leo. So lots of Leo and some Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars. Maybe those are some of your personal placements, or maybe they are some placements of, maybe someone who has to do with whatever is going on here. All right, I see a lot of strife. I see a lot of conflict. I see self-defeat. I do feel like, I'm talking about the Wands cards. So the Wands are passion, their action, their doing. I do feel like there is strife and conflict having to do with others. I don't really see this as going on just inside your head. Maybe there are harsh words, there's opposition. There's definitely, I do feel like this is you're feeling like you're getting nowhere, like you're not able to defend yourself, like you're not able to get your point across. The Five of Wands, it's just disagreements. It's it's conflict and strife, and this is you just trying to stay on top of everything, playing whack-a-mole, but really feeling like you can't do it, and really feeling like you can't take on this person or these people in whatever realm this has to do with. Maybe it's at work, maybe it's with a partner, a friend, a family member, a lover. But a lot of, I hate to say it, but maybe like, fighting or disagreements. But the star in the middle of the reading is actually great. I mean, it's a major arcana card. It's an overarching theme. It's a big energy. It's about renewal. It's about healing and hope, and again, this isn't a water sign card, but there is water represented. So that means that, that deals with emotions, it deals with feelings. And I really feel that there needs to be, obviously, like healing and repair of this situation. Obviously, I think that goes without saying, but it's how do you do that? And I think that it starts with you. I think you're going to have to be the catalyst for the change, the catalyst for healing. And even if this means having to, back down on some things, having to concede, having to maybe admit you were wrong on some things, but you need to be this person, the star, the water bearer, or just be like an Aquarius and just get a little bit detached from the situation, get a little bit more detached from your feelings and look at it from the outside, from outsider's perspective, and how it's affecting all of you as a whole. So be more Aquarian in that. But yeah, and in terms of so this is definitely something you're going into Scorpio season with, but it doesn't need to last through Scorpio season. It definitely can be, it can be fixed. You have that power to fix it. So let's go ahead and look at your oracle cards. I forgot to bookmark these before. I pulled it up and then I forgot to bookmark it. I do like to read the author's meaning. So we got the Skull of Flowers this is from the Halloween Oracle deck, and it's creating through the ashes. Interesting. All right, so with the author's meaning for this card, the Skull of Flowers illustrates that there is a sureness and yet a rawness to creating again, to starting afresh. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work from, so we can build what we really want rather than just settling for less. The Skull of Flowers celebrates not just a kind of phoenix energy, but an energy of success and full bloom through adversity. Interestingly enough, the phoenix is another symbol for Scorpio, because myself being a Scorpio, Sun, Mercury, Saturn, and Pluto, knew all about that. Just burning down to ashes, but then, learning from that and being reborn, coming a new iteration of oneself. But yeah, an energy of success and full bloom, can't talk today, through adversity. And definitely there's a lot of adversity here. So, it's maybe like it's starting fresh again, like renewing, like healing with this star card. And maybe it's whatever the situation has to deal with, you need to, maybe you need to just start again. Maybe you need to say, all right, you guys, your person, or people, let's start fresh. Let's pretend like this didn't happen, or let's let bygones be bygones, work through this. You know what I mean? But yeah, rebirth and just looking at the situation differently, and then coming out of this differently, coming out of this better for it, having learned, being wiser, right? All of you, not just you, but all of you involved. All right, so your crystal spirit oracle card is Raw Morganite. Love this. All right, so the author's meaning for this is sensitivity, gentleness, empathy, compassion, the gift of vulnerability. I think that could be used here. Self-forgiveness. No matter how hard the rock, over time, water can alter it, making a path where there was none before. The appearance of this crystal is a sign that this is a time for you to embrace your sensitivity and gentleness. There is no need to be forceful when you can simply be open to what you are entitled to receive. Allow yourself to be vulnerable as this crystal spirit appears in raw, unpolished form, finding strength in knowing you do not have to engage in battles that serve no one. You are able to handle whatever dramas are in front of you right now. Your exquisite, golly, isn't that interesting how this totally fits? And sorry, real quick. I was telling pile one, I wish you guys could see me shuffle, and I would, but sometimes it takes so long. And so I don't want to waste your time, but I literally do not cherry pick these cards. This is what comes up, and it's so interesting always how they connect. Your exquisite sensitivity will serve you well, for it allows you to see things as they are. The conscious universe will be gentle with you, and Raw Morganite Spirit is here to let you know you are not alone and you have a solid foundation beneath you. Like this. Like this. You need to be like this. Solid foundation. So express your gifts of empathy and compassion. You are stronger than you know. Also, I want to say, look at those boots. Look at those ankle boots. I love this outfit. She's got black tights. She's got some fabulous boots on. This is what you need to be. You need to be on, reclaim that solid ground, fix this and do it while looking fabulous. That was just a download I just got. That's just from me. All right, and then I pulled a Romance Angel Oracle card. This is for, any kind of relationship issues, or if this has to do with this, or just in general. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And again, I did not cherry pick this card. I think this right here, this is the star message. This is how you heal this. You need to have open conversations. Y'all need to speak your truth. You need to get how you feel out there, and you need to take others' feelings into consideration as well. Again, be a little bit objective. Be like that Aquarius. Be a little bit detached from your emotions. Yeah, there you go. Heart-to-heart conversations. Amazing how it all ties together. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, for listening to me ramble. Please let me know how this resonated down in the comments. Let me know if there's anything you would like to see on this channel. Please like this video. It helps the channel so much. Subscribe, and please share it with anybody who you think would enjoy this. I really love sharing this with you, and I hope that you enjoy it as well. Keep checking back for new videos, and also check me out on my Instagram at AquaMoonVisions. Thanks, and I will see you soon. Hello, everyone who picked pile 4, the Scorpio constellation hand-painted rock by yours truly. So for this this group right here, as you can see, they're all reversals. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Sorry, it did come in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles, all in reverse. Definitely having to do with earth signs here. We have all earth signs represented with the Ace of Pentacles. This is the Virgo card. This is a Taurus card right here. And, take it if it resonates. Just it may be in your sun, moon, rising, Mercury, Venus, or Mars, or someone having to do with this situation. But just take the message as it resonates. All right. Overall, Pentacles do have to deal with home, money, career, wealth, and health. Now, I will tell you, all of my decks, I make sure all of the cards are upright when I shuffle them, always. If they want to come out reversed, they'll come out reversed. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. I do see from the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles reversed that you're having a hard time. And again, I really do feel like this could be financially, it could be health-wise, or it could be, job-wise, which does tie into financially. Interestingly enough, Scorpio is the sign that has to do with other people's money. It has to do with money, but other people's money and inheritance. Whereas its sister sign, its opposite sign, Taurus, has to do with, their own possessions, their own money. And so I feel that, for this, it could be either really, but, tying this into Scorpio season, interesting that Pentacles, which do represent money, came up. Now, I feel like, maybe you had some kind of missed opportunity with a job, missed opportunity in something, but you feel like you've worked really, really hard and you're just not seeing the fruits of your labor, or you don't feel like sorry, let me hold these up. So you feel like you're working really hard and you're not seeing the fruits of your labor and you're not getting what you deserve, either missed opportunity or not getting what you feel you deserved, you were passed over, or it just hasn't appeared yet. It hasn't appeared out of the clouds. And I mean, that could be because maybe you really haven't, I hate to say it, put in enough work. I don't know your situation. And it could deal with a relationship, because relationship would have to do with like your home sphere. But yeah, and it's not really, it's not feeling like you're there yet, and you've gotten what, you're not sowing, you don't feel like you're reaping what you've sown. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm trying to think like which word means what. Sorry. My Pisces rising brain, I know what I want to say, I just have to figure out how to say it. If you watch Pile 2, I go off on a bit of a tangent, and then I bring it back together. I can verbalize all the thoughts and emotions and pictures that are, flashing in my brain. So yeah, it's just, you're just not feeling that, you're not feeling like you're there yet, and you're not, that you're working so hard and you're not getting what you feel that you deserve. And that could be true. I mean, it could be true. Like, you're not getting what you deserve, or it could be the case of maybe you're just not quite there yet. You're not putting in enough effort. Don't shoot the messenger here. This is just for some of you. However, this is actually a pretty good card. This is a good card coming in reverse. Like, this way, it's, Five of Pentacles, it's lack, it's, being left out in the cold. But reversed, it's getting out of that. It's getting out of that lack mindset. It's getting out of that, feeling like you don't have, these coins that you've worked so hard for. And it could also be that you need to ask for help. You need help, someone to help you out of the cold. It could be that you're just taking everything on by yourself and thinking, I have to do this by myself. I have to show that I can do this to prove my worth. But sometimes you do need help. And by asking for help, by reaching out for help, either in like monetarily having to do with you need the money, or you need the money to, get something done for your health. It could be that, or just advice, how to go about getting what you're working for. Maybe there are different steps you need to take that having another perspective would help. You know what I mean? All right, so we got some interesting oracle cards. I pulled, this is like the Halloween oracle deck. I pulled the werewolf. This is one of the more interesting ones in the deck. He's still got his jeans on. You can see like his underwear poking up above his jeans, so that's good. It's about, it's about duality. It's about, letting loose a bit, finding your wild side. The author, her message is the werewolf asks us to consider this balance, the balance basically of, being wild or being civilized. Consider this balance and delve into our own ideas of wildness, independence, and custodianship of the planet. When was the last time you spent all day outside? When is the last time you threw your head back and howled at the moon? Do you quash the vitality and curiosity of your body and mind by sitting all day in front of a computer? The werewolf challenges you to weave a balance between nature and your own nature. And for you, I don't see this as being like, get outside and you'll figure out all your problems. Yes, maybe like clearing your mind, going for walks, that might help as well, or just, to take yourself out of the situation. But I do see this as definitely duality, and coming at this from, again, another point of view. Maybe it's a point of view, it's you needing to do that, like thinking from the opposite side. Okay, looking at the outside, how does this work? What could I do better? What am I doing wrong? Or having to change your ways, like change how you're doing this, change how you're approaching it. Maybe you always approach situations from a certain mindset, from a certain aspect, and maybe that's not why you're not getting anywhere. It's really changing your outlook and changing your approach. Okay, for your crystal spirit, where did I put that? Oh, here we go. Euclase, beautiful blue stone. All right, this is wisdom from within. When you are distracted by all the noise and stimulation that are part of our lives now, it can be hard to trust that you have what it takes to make wise choices. The appearance of Euclase spirit is a sign that valuable insights can be found through tapping into your intuitive intelligence. When it comes to knowing the truth, there is no substitute for lived experience that has been recalled and examined. Through a process of alchemy, your experiences have generated wisdom that can guide you when you feel lost or confused. You know more than you think. Trust your inner wisdom, for it is guided by the conscious universe. You are learning that fear can distort your intuitive intelligence, so release any worry and tune in within. You have a vast library of knowledge available to you and wise and loving guidance that will help you. Yeah. And again, this is going within, looking for a different perspective, using that knowledge, really thinking outside of the box, or thinking to past experiences, what's helped other people, what's helped you in the past. All right, then I also picked a couple, tried to pick one Romance Angels Oracle, and if this has to do with, a love situation or just a relationship in general, or this could just be an extra message for you, but two came out. So, past life relationship, you have known each other before. Check out that image. Is that from like one of those Harlequin romance novels or what? Anyway, so maybe someone you're dealing with is a past life relationship. It doesn't have to just be a lover. It could be, a good friend, a family member who can help you, but also they know you so well because you've known each other in past lifetimes. And then give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Oh, and if this has to do with home, like with partnership, it's keep going, keep working. It's worth it, right? All right. Well, a little bit random towards the end. I do love these. These cards are just so much fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know how this resonated. You can get through Scorpio season. You can resolve this. And it doesn't have to be a rough ride, despite all the retrogrades going on right now. Anyway, please like this video. Please subscribe. Please share with your friends or with whomever might enjoy this as well. Keep checking back. And please follow me on Instagram at Aquamoonvisions. I will see you all again soon. Bye.